months ago for £110,000. And in the number 6 shirt, Ian Evans from Crystal Palace, born in Surrey, but with a father from Abercarn, Welsh in his blood. The Austrian side, the side that has been gradually finding some form, and in fact is not going to be any pushover at all. 4 of the side coming from Innsbruck, the Austrian champions and cup holders. Their most experienced player in the number 10 shirt, Hans Ettmayer, tonight getting his 30th cap. He's been playing in Germany, first for Stuttgart and now for HSV Hamburg. The referee tonight comes from Italy, Gonella. Wales will have the wind at their backs in the first half, attacking the goal to our left. Austria, white shirts, black shorts, kick off into the wind and fighting the tremendous spirit not only of these Welsh players but of the Welsh crowd. They beat Wales in Vienna by 2-1 in September of last year, but they'll find it a very different proposition here. It's Terry Yorath, the Welsh skipper, and that's long and all the way through to Friedel Koncilia, the Austrian goalkeeper. The sweeper, Winklbauer, back to Koncilia. Kriess, the skipper. And the referee calling Austria to get on with it. Yorath to Flynn. And this little lad will fight for that ball in midfield. This is Prohaska now, foot on the ball, only 20 years old, but a player of enormous promise. Steiner getting it through to Prohaska. And he really is tricky on the ball. Bowled over for the second time in the first 60 seconds of the game. Leighton James holds his hand up. The guilty party that time. And this is Robert Sara to take the free kick. Bad one. Flynn for Wales. Looking for Leighton James, who eludes the tackle cleverly. Austria getting back goal side. Good tackle by Sara. Flynn. Joey Jones. Smallman on a run. Man at his back, and he was being held. Referee penalising Pezzey, the big number 5. Austrians basically playing with 3 men across the back and Winklbauer as a sweeper behind them. And that's the position as Yorath stands over the ball for the free kick. Header by Rod Thomas and out by Steiner. Jara. And now a chance for Austria to break. Steiner. Winklbauer. Kriess giving it to Jara. It's John Mahoney. And Kriess to take the free kick. Ettmayer rather easily robbed by Mahoney. Yorath, it's a bit wide, picking up pace with the wind, but James has it. Coming inside. Foul given against Jones. But But I think the Austrians will be looking for Leighton James to come inside, and he'll find that every time he tries to jink inside Sara, he'll find a second defender. This is Sara. Phillips to Flynn. Rode the tackle well, and the second one brings him down. And Steiner, who is a very tough customer indeed, getting a lecture from Mr. Gonella. Terry Yorath just exchanging a few words, in what language, goodness knows. Smallman. Smallman's header, and he was fouled. Pezzey, number 5, penalised. So often Griffiths has now gone forward onto the edge of the box with Smallman. So too has little Flynn, number 8 there in that picture. Terry Yorath wanting the 10 yards. Prohaska isn't far enough off, he says. Mr. Gonella says yes it is. And the shot by Leighton James charged down. Ball very difficult to control. The referee very strict in the early stages. That's John Mahoney, who was penalised then for the second time. They're called back, I think, to take the kick again. Taken with a rolling ball from the gesture made by the referee. This is Ettmayer to take the kick. Well meant, but well cut out too. Griffiths to Smallman. And that ball absolutely hanging and coming back in the wind. Difficult header for Phillips, which he did well. Tucked through by Krankl, but given away. Winklbauer. Jara, Ettmayer, and Winklbauer. Ettmayer lying back as the link man to pick up those throwouts from the goalkeeper. Thomas. Still on the ball. Griffiths' cross. Pulled down by Leighton James. He's through! Can he turn? Joey Jones was crowding him, and I don't think the full-back helped him then. And Leighton James disappointed not even to get a corner. But then, as Leighton James jinked his way through, with support from Jones, it looked almost as though Jones was getting in his way, and he could never really turn it back, and the ball just harmlessly ran out. Yorath's header. Not a free kick given, I think that's Yorath down there. Free kick is against him nevertheless. It's going to be work for the trainer. Often Griffiths in the number 7 shirt being given an interesting role tonight, being expected, I think, to drop through into the open gaps that Wales have left on the right through playing only 2 orthodox strikers. We've seen him go through once or twice already. And the crowd, I think, with their hopes raised a little bit by that incident a couple of minutes ago. Ettmayer again to take the free kicks. Very much the general at the back. Jara. Brought down by Mahoney, and that's the 3rd foul that Mahoney has committed. The game 8 minutes old. And again, it's Ettmayer to take the kick. Driven hard and a header by Krankl into the arms of Lloyd. He's had to wait a long time for that touch, and he'll be glad to have had it. With the wind. Enormous kick. Mahoney. And there's Griffiths going in on the right. No, he hasn't got the corner, it's a goal kick. Koncilia, the Austrian goalkeeper, getting his 17th cap tonight. But he's not going to take the kick. Was Krankl penalised for a foul on Evans. It's Krankl, the leading scorer for Austria. Leighton Phillips from Aston Villa to take the free kick. This is Kriess, Winklbauer. Jara, slinging that long ball. Yorath now. The white armband of the skipper. Thomas. Aimed for Flynn, but headed away by Steiner. On by Krankl. Mahoney, and out of play. Ettmayer. One thing that's been worrying the Austrians a little bit is that their only really reliable passer over more than about 20 yards is Jara, wearing a number 11 shirt and playing as an orthodox winger, but really a midfield man for his club. Ettmayer then letting them down with one that went into touch. Here's Krankl now. Steiner going in two-footed for that tackle. Mahoney. Thomas was asleep. Jara. Krankl going through the middle. Number 9 is Krankl, sweeping it back out for Jara. Good speed, good tackle by Mahoney. Jara trying again. Pull back for Ettmayer. And easy for Lloyd. Ettmeyer's shot then, half blocked, took the pace of it. It's Pezzey's header. Foul given. James on Prohaska. Good header by Phillips. Throw in for Sara to take. Welzl won't get past Jones that time. But the ball's gone out and it's another Austrian throw. Austrians have had a couple of defeats recently in Hungary and in Vienna by West Germany. But up until those two defeats, they'd gone 17 months without being beaten. Trying to get Welzl going down the right, and Jones slides it over the line. It's Joey Jones of Liverpool, once of Wrexham, very much at home on this ground. Steiner whipping it into the middle, and trying again. Jara, trying to flip it up for a volley, wasn't allowed the room. It was Griffiths back to Phillips. Smallman. Ball very lively and the wind strong, and neither side, I think, finding it at all easy in these conditions. But what a good ball from Yorath to James. Setting himself for the right foot, bent it the wrong way. But Leighton James, given the opportunity there, went at his man, cut inside as he likes to, and when he let go with the right foot, the ball always looked as though it was going to bend outside the post. So Koncilia with a goal kick. And again, a slightly sliced kick, but the wind having a lot to do with that. And Wales may well feel that they want to get a goal while they've got this wind at their backs. Thomas, floating it in on the wind, long. Good header by Winklbauer. Mahoney beaten to it by Kriess. But it's going to be Thomas again, and from the way everyone's retreating, it's going to be another whopper. Headed away by Winklbauer, this time for a corner. And that's the first corner of the game. We've been playing exactly 15 minutes. Leighton James to take it. Joey Jones has gone up, so too has Ian Evans. There's Joey Jones, number 3. There's Ian Evans, number 6. 10 is Smallman. 2 on the post is Thomas, and here's the corner curling in. Griffiths got to it, and it's out for a goal kick. Griffiths, who was on the far post, but in fact Leighton James may need 1 or 2 sighters because the wind very strong. Kriess. Jara. Steiner breaking. And he's won it from Yorath and given out a great ball. Welzl running onto it, number 7, but a good tackle by Jones. Corner to Austria, but a good, timely tackle there by Joey Jones, at his best in that kind of situation. Not the best of distributors, but a great tackler. Griffiths getting in behind Lloyd on the far post. Yorath there, number 9. Welzl's corner, turned away, and the danger passes for Wales. Good tackle, that was Mahoney. Prohaska. This looks such a dangerous player, so much skill on the ball. Here's Welzl. Prohaska well marked, and Wales bring it away through Jones. Steiner, Winklbauer, Kriess. Ettmayer, Pezzey, Prohaska. Ettmayer again. Jara beaten before he could get to it. Phillips coming in fast and hard. Yorath, and now a throw for Kriess. Winklbauer to Koncilia. Griffiths to Mahoney. Flynn at his side. Phillips. Griffiths, Thomas. Mahoney. Smallman is in the middle. Flynn is stealing in there too. Needed an earlier cross. This is Jara. Krankl has got the throw and takes it himself. The referee is sending them back. And in fact, he's given a free kick, which Kriess has already taken. Jara. Bad ball, but Smallman unable to take advantage. Winklbauer encouraged to come forward. Mahoney to Flynn. Player who shows so much awareness of what goes on around him. Down there came Smallman, brought down by Pezzey. Flynn very angry. Pezzey, the number 5 from Innsbruck, the Austrian champions. Yorath with the free kick. Mahoney. Phillips under no pressure. Griffiths running into a very good position. Flynn. Mahoney. Tremendous tackle by Pezzey. That was off Thomas, and it's an Austrian throw. Flynn back to Yorath. Thomas giving it back to Yorath, and they can't work their way off that touchline. Free kick has been given. Yorath and Thomas in conversation. Yorath's cross. Blocked by Ettmayer to Jara. Like so many of the continental sides, very neat on the ball. Sara to Prohaska. Flynn, looked like a suspicion of handball there, but the referee says no, play on. 4 to cross to. James. Just a little chip, header away by Pezzey. Jara. And that's the man who gives out the good long balls. Just kept in. Ettmayer kept it in. Mahoney put it out. Ettmayer. Jara to Pezzey, on to Winklbauer. Ettmayer. Mahoney saw the chance. Ettmayer will try again. Oh, too clever. Mahoney. Smallman beaten. Griffiths to Flynn. Needed a quicker ball. Yorath. Thomas steaming up into that gap on the right. And Wales leaving that space empty and getting different men forward on the right. Sometimes Mahoney, sometimes Griffiths, sometimes Thomas. Flynn now. Mahoney. Griffiths. Phillips to Thomas. Smallman. Flynn. Steiner giving away a bad one. Griffiths now trying his luck on the left and succeeding. Sara. Very cool and a little bit dangerous. Winklbauer. No route back to the goalkeeper. Prohaska, Ettmayer, they really are fiddling. And eventually Pezzey shields it back to Koncilia. Kriess. Jara finding Steiner, laid off very nicely. And here's Krankl, showed it, and Evans got it. Kriess racing back, I don't think you need hurry. Wind was always carrying that out. And we're now midway through this first half, still 0-0. Most of the pressure coming from Wales, but that I think only to be expected in these conditions. Phillips asking for effort. Ettmayer. Put away by Evans. Pezzey, Ettmayer. Beautiful skills by Ettmayer, and then he lost it. Jones, too long. James, and back comes Steiner. Free kick to Wales. Wales have had several free kicks somewhere around midway inside the Austrian half, but they're a little bit difficult to take advantage of, simply because the wind is so strong behind them. Difficult to play a delicate chip in over about 20-25 yards. We'll see what Phillips can do now. Might be better played along the ground short to someone like Leighton James, who's calling. Goes for the chip. Evans got it, but couldn't control it. It's come out to Mahoney. Often Griffiths waiting, but it didn't reach him. Nice back heel, giving it to Sara. Looking for Krankl. Jara, beautiful ball for him. Jara going on. Into the side netting, but what a beautiful ball. From the time Krankl got it and Jara set off on his run, that looked dangerous, and when Jara got into the box, he really let fly, but it was beside the post. So relief for Wales, but that did look very dangerous. It's anybody's. Rod Thomas will have it for the throw. To Ian Evans. Hasn't entirely, I feel, struck up an understanding with Leighton Phillips on the ball now. Flynn. Nice tuck through for Griffiths. Out now to Mahoney. And a two-footed tackle on him. And it's left Kriess on the ground, and Mahoney still going, and still. And what is the referee giving now? Free kick to Wales. Kriess, to coin a phrase, is creased. He really is in some trouble out there. So as Mahoney came through there was a real two-footed tackle jumping in. Mahoney did extremely well to come out of it. Just look at that. Mahoney really did well there, and it looks as though in the end it was Kriess who suffered. And it looks very much as though they may be calling for a stretcher for him. Branko Elsner, the Austrian manager, going on, and a substitute warming up. Heinrich Strasser is the man whom one would expect to come on. Strasser warming up. And they're now bringing the stretcher. And this looks like an unhappy end to the evening for the Austrian captain, Werner Kriess. And the substitute coming on to join the group there is indeed Heinrich Strasser. Heinrich Strasser, 27 years old, 9 caps, played in Austria's last game against Luxembourg. And he is a full-back, so we can expect him just to do a straight job taking over from Kriess. And the feeling seems to be that Kriess may have a broken ankle. And he really is very obviously in severe pain. And the game restarts with a free kick to Wales, but the referee indicating that it cannot recommence until the injured player has been taken off the field, and indeed the photographers, who are crowding like vultures round the stretcher, have also left. And now Mahoney takes the free kick, runs over it in fact, and Leighton James strikes it, a deflection, and it's gone behind for a corner. Second corner for Wales. The free kick, run over by Yorath. Leighton James comes steaming in, hits it hard. There's a deflection, and out it goes for the corner. So Leighton James, who overhit his first one, tries now with his second. That's a better one. Near post for Thomas, and his glancing header went right across. Rod Thomas it was at the near post who got the back header in, but it was a hard corner. He, rather than taking weight off it, helped it on. Prohaska goes down. Just a straight collision with Smallman. Often Griffiths to Thomas. Yorath to Evans. The through ball looked good, but Griffiths couldn't hold it. Prohaska for Austria. And now Sara wearing the captain's armband. This is Prohaska, and that looked like a kick on Yorath. Good ball by Evans. He was put under pressure with that pass. Ian Evans, and now Lloyd. Winklbauer in control, but the ball really bobbing about. Mahoney, tucked back for Yorath. And the low balls seem all the time more promising than the high ones. Ettmayer for Austria. Jara. Phillips to Mahoney. And Mahoney brought down by Krankl. Free kick immediately taken by Flynn. James trying his luck down the right. Taking on the new man, Strasser. Rides the body check, and his shot cannons off Winklbauer for another corner. Thomas this time staying back. Joey Jones is going up. So too is Evans. There's Joey Jones, number 3, running up onto the line. He'll make life difficult for Koncilia. And 6 is Ian Evans, who has a good reputation meeting corners. Up he goes, gets under it. Goalkeeper has stayed, and it's bobbing for anyone there. Yorath! Goal kick, and Yorath holding his shin. As the ball came out, he didn't flinch. Perhaps didn't even see the defender coming to challenge. Went for his shot, but got it over the top. The shot from Yorath over the top. So back live with Welzl. Wales ball. Flynn to Phillips. Smallman, good header. Griffiths. Still Griffiths. Referees called them back, I think, for handball by Arfin Griffiths. Kick taken by Strasser. Strasser getting it from Jara, and he's now brought down by Thomas. Gonella gives the kick. Jara leaves it for Strasser. And Strasser leaves it. Ettmayer's kick. Evans got under it a bit too much. Jones got it away. Smallman, Mahoney, Griffiths. Mahoney again, and Griffiths. Smallman calling for one. Flynn here in midfield. Evans breaking. Yorath. Phillips. Flynn. Tackled by Prohaska. Leighton Phillips driving Wales through again. Yorath. Thomas forced to turn. Mahoney. Still John Mahoney. Smallman had stayed still and Pezzey got it. Thomas. Griffiths header. Winklbauer. Strasser. That's for Jara. Welzl in the middle. Krankl there. Prohaska going to join them, but Thomas puts it out for a corner. Only the second corner that Austria have had. For the last 10 minutes or so, nearly all the play has been in the Austrian half. And they've now got 5 men in the Welsh box, including Pezzey, the number 5. Krankl rose well, but it was well wide. Second header that Krankl has got in, but the direction again not very good. Brian Lloyd has had a fairly quiet evening so far in his first appearance for Wales. Griffiths, Mahoney, Steiner to Prohaska. Such a good player, this. Mahoney, Smallman to Flynn. Couldn't quite make it. And this now is Sara, who has taken over the captain's armband, giving it to Ettmayer. Griffiths. Racecourse ground trying to lift Wales as Mahoney comes on. Sara getting it back from Prohaska. Two-footed into the tackle. The free kick is given to Austria, but these Austrians do tend to jump a bit when they're going for the ball, and there's a yellow card, I think, for Flynn. Not entirely clear who he showed it to, got it out and waved it, but I think it was Flynn. It's Brian Flynn, 5'2" and all heart. Ettmayer letting that hang in the wind. Evans. No need for it to go back. Smallman finding it difficult to get away from Pezzey. Yorath. Sara. Welzl keeps it in. Jones picks it up. Leighton James cross. Koncilia's punch. Mahoney. Into the box he goes. Couldn't get the crossover. It was blocked by Strasser. He's got a corner. I think he was half in a mind to ask for a penalty then. But Strasser got in the way, but I think it was just with his body. This time nobody on the line. Yes, Thomas has gone in there. Tall man to obscure the line of sight for the goalkeeper. 6 is Ian Evans. Scored a hat-trick of headers this season for Crystal Palace. And over comes the corner, and it's curled, and it's just touched over by Koncilia. And Leighton James beginning to get the range now. He had one that was too long, one to the near post, and that one curling in wickedly as Koncilia just touched it over. Over comes the corner again, and out it goes for a throw this time. The long one from Rod Thomas. Evans is at the near post, but that was all a dummy. Played it short, but lost it. Phillips, the defence coming out, playing for offside, but not succeeding. James, Winklbauer gets there first, and that's another corner. That's Winklbauer, 25 years old, his 8th cap for Austria tonight. Joey Jones and Krankl skirmishing on the line there in front of the keeper as Leighton James drives the corner deep. Knocked back in, the keeper's ball. Jara. Interception by Yorath. Thomas. Jara. A little bit scared of Mahoney, I suspect. Flynn. Smallman, and through it goes to the goalkeeper. And there's quite a strong drizzle in this wind now. Prohaska. Jara on for Strasser. Strasser, a good cross. Up goes Krankl. Cleared by Jones. And Mahoney. Chance for Wales on the break. 3 against 3. Ball needed to be in front of James, not behind him. Defenders are now back, but James still running. Mahoney. And that's the goalkeepers. There you can see how this rain is drifting in the wind into the face of the Austrian goalkeeper. Prohaska. Out of play. The pace unrelenting. Not a classic in terms of the actual football played, but the atmosphere and the spirit so strong. Smallman, Ettmayer, Pezzey, and the goalkeeper. Strasser, Jara, Yorath thought the throw was for Wales, but in fact it's Austria's. Strasser in 2 minds. Free kick given against Smallman for backing into Pezzey. Smallman, I feel that's a bit hard. He's had Pezzey breathing down his neck every time he's had any chance of seeing the ball. Ettmayer to take the free kick. Seized on by Yorath, but Sara plays it comfortably to Winklbauer. So only one by Evans. Koncilia smarting a very natty pair of gloves. Pezzey. Prohaska. And Jara lets that long pass of his go. Could be dangerous in the second half when he's floating them with the wind. Handball given against Ian Evans. And meanwhile, Strasser, the substitute, is looking somewhat indignant. The wind will tend to pull this kick back out. Ettmayer driving it hard, hoping to catch defenders by surprise, looking for a cross. Ettmayer really let fly there with his left foot, but got it into the side netting. And we're now in injury time in this first half. Quite a considerable hold-up while Kriess was taken off. But the Austrians may feel that they've done what they set out to do by holding Wales to level terms while they, Austria, were playing against the wind. A draw, of course, will do Wales, but they may find it more difficult to attack in the second half. Yorath. Smallman again with Pezzey at his back. Flynn. Sara with the throw. Winklbauer. Steiner. Pezzey with Koncilia to help him. Goalkeeper tending not to try to kick. Had one or two unhappy experiences trying to belt this ball into the wind. Ettmayer. Welzl. This could be dangerous. Welzl looking for a shot. Welzl putting it well wide. And there, I think, is the half-time whistle. No, that was a whistle from the crowd. Yes, it was. The referee was asking for the ball, and so they go in with half the game gone, and Wales halfway to their objective. If they can keep the score sheet blank, they will be in the quarter-finals. But it will be a tense 45 minutes for them against the wind in the second half. Join us again in a few moments. And welcome back as Wales begin the second half with the crowd behind them and the wind in their faces. And what a wind it is, blowing, gusting rain, making conditions, I would say, much more difficult than in the first half. The wind now and the rain a lot heavier than they were. And significantly, Koncilia kicking immediately in the second half, where in the first half he was throwing out. Good header there by Mahoney to Smallman. Mike Smith, the Welsh manager, has said all along that Wales would not just defend, would not just look for a draw. But I guess that his feeling now is that if they can hold out for another 45 minutes with the score sheet blank, he won't complain. Foul given against Strasser on Griffiths. Heinrich Strasser. And now the Racecourse crowd letting their team know that they are here. This is what Welsh crowds are famous for. And they have it in them to lift these red-shirted players. Thomas to Mahoney. In comes Steiner, and down goes Steiner. Holding his knee. Whistle is gone, and that's skirmishing near the whistle. I thought that, yes, the whistle had gone. The referee's calling them back. Some quite unnecessary skirmishing going on between Jara and Mahoney. Winklbauer. Ettmayer beaten. Yorath forward to Mahoney. Tackled by Steiner, and Mahoney gets up angrily, but Mr. Gonella was right on the spot. Mr. Gonella telling Terry Yorath not to comment, fingers to his lips, making quite clear what he meant then. James beating the tackle from Strasser and getting the corner off Winklbauer. So James to take the corner. Joey Jones there by the near post. Arfin Griffiths at the far post. Corner swinging out in the wind, helped further out by Steiner. Thomas back in. Referee gives offside, no flag from the linesman. Flynn. Prohaska to beat. And round him goes Flynn and gets the corner. And this time he's going to take it himself. Leighton James staying in the middle. Oh, it's not a corner, it's a free kick that's been given. And Yorath is going to take it. Referee calling the two-man wall back. And over comes Yorath's kick. Header by Pezzey, back in by Thomas, helped on by Evans. And Koncilia lets it bounce before catching. Free kick's been given. I think Evans may have been penalised. Pezzey, cut out by Mahoney, had a tremendous game, Mahoney, and there he's brought down by Pezzey off the ball, and the yellow card comes out for Pezzey. Referee has now put the card back in his pocket, but makes a note of Pezzey's number. Mr. Gonella has kept a good firm grip of what has been a fairly fierce game. Yorath. Ettmeyer's kick cannons off somebody. Smallman can't get a sight of the ball, and Koncilia has it, and Smallman pushes him over. But Sara telling Smallman his fortune. And a yellow card for Smallman. It's the third booking. Flynn and Smallman for Wales and Pezzey for Austria. There's plenty for the crowd to discuss. And this game, in effect, death or glory, with so much at stake, inevitably becoming more and more tense as the minutes go by. Sara to Ettmayer. Killed by Krankl. Mahoney. Griffiths. Brave header by Strasser. Forward by Thomas. James. Tried to get Griffiths in. Referee gave handball. Ettmayer. Long and hopeful on the wind. Good header by Phillips. Away by Jones. Yorath penalised for what must have been obstruction. The referee gives an indirect free kick. The sort of obstruction I wouldn't want to run into. Ettmayer to take it. Welzl. Joey Jones showing him the touchline. And Welzl taking him on. Jones denying him the space. Griffiths there helping him. Nice little bit of byplay there, and Welzl almost smuggled his way through, but eventually was obstructed and gets the free kick. Prohaska will take it. Now he's going to leave it for Ettmayer. Pezzey is up at the back of the box. Yorath marking him. 13 there is Strasser. Strange stubbed kick. Knocked straight back out. Flynn jumping to get the header. Sara got away with it. Winklbauer's lob in, knocked back out. This is Flynn. And Arfon Griffiths has the throw. Flynn to James, the two Burnley men. On again for Flynn. James coming away from Sara. Onto his left foot, good cross! And very nearly an own goal! Leighton James got in there, got round his man on the outside, pulled the cross back with his left foot, and as the substitute Strasser dived, he put it just over. So it's a corner for Leighton James. Corner number 8 for Wales. And in spite of having the wind against them, they contrive to maintain the pressure. Banged in, but just past the post. David Smallman, I think it was, with the shot. Smallman hitting it as it dropped with his right foot. The corner swinging wide from Leighton James as it dropped, hit by Smallman. So, back again. Griffiths hunting. Ettmayer for Austria. Ettmayer again. Jara beaten, Flynn bravely in. Mahoney under his own header, letting it drop, and the back heel was from Ettmayer. And now Wales can cool it down. Strasser misjudged it. James. attempted trip. Play on, says the referee, and now there's obstruction. And the free kick is given, but I think the referee may want to have words with Steiner. Yes, he wants Steiner, and I think he's going to book him. Yes, he's got the yellow card out. Or has he? No, it's just a lecture, but not a booking. Steiner, a little bit lucky there. If his trip had actually taken, I think he would probably have been booked. Referee gave him the benefit of the doubt. So Terry Yorath has the free kick. That wall is no more than 6 yards out as Thomas runs in, over Smallman's head. Griffiths. Tackled by Winklbauer, and here's Sara. Jara. Prohaska. Shot cannon off a defender. Back in again by Steiner. That was Jara's shot, but he was offside. Really didn't matter. Linesman standing with his flag up. So Jara put through, and very clearly in an offside position, and in fact anyway his shot was well wide. Thomas, Griffiths, and Thomas again. Smallman, Flynn, James. Wales now with 7 men forward. Can James keep possession? He's obstructed. Leighton James flat out. Referee saying get up. No sympathy from Mr. Gonella. And the crowd aware, I'm sure, that time is important as the scoreline. Leighton James letting go again, but once again the wall is firm. Jones. That was a wild tackle then by Pezzey, and it's left Phillips down holding his knee. James. Referee has called them back. Phillips on his feet, but limping back into position. Leighton Phillips. Wild tackle he was a victim of. Prohaska. The 2-8s, Prohaska and Flynn. Good ball by Prohaska and good running by Sara. Smallman, Pezzey's header. Not a very good one by Phillips, but I think he may still be labouring a bit on that leg. Here's Strasser, but it was a foul throw. Jara was the culprit. Wales will benefit. Mahoney, along the line for Griffiths, back inside for Mahoney. Yorath. Spreading it out for Leighton James. Chance for him to take on his man. Pulled it back and it was headed away by Winklbauer. Kick given for an attempted trip on Leighton James. And Terry Yorath indicating something to the referee. Yes, I think it is that Leighton Phillips is in trouble and is likely to go off. meantime, the referee is saying, get on with it. James takes it, and it comes back, and he'll take the throw-in. Phillips soldiering on. James stopped in full flight again. Winklbauer was the tackler. That was Sara giving a pass which was well snapped up by Mahoney. A deflection off Pezzey. Smallman looking for support. He's got Griffiths with him. This is Griffiths 7. Ettmayer didn't get it cleanly away, but Steiner will. Prohaska back to Steiner. Out for Welzl. Not seen much of him in this half. Flynn. James. Smallman on his own in the middle. Flynn going to join him, and James's body checked again. Sara, the guilty party in that collision. Word of consolation from his skipper for Leighton James. 6 there is Ian Evans. 7 Arthur Griffiths, 10 Smallman. And Yorath floating in the free kick again. Evans gets it. Koncilia's catch. And a charge on him from Flynn. Must have felt intimidated by that. Thomas. Smallman beaten by the ball in the wind. Ettmayer. Sara. A misunderstanding. In goes Krankl. There was a misunderstanding there between Thomas and Evans, and as the ball came in, they both rose for it, collided, and as they collided, the ball ran loose. Krankl saw it and hit it over the top on the half volley. So we're back live for Lloyd's goal kick. Mahoney, who really has been a star for Wales. Oh, no, that was Jones, I beg his pardon. James to Flynn. Dancing down the line there, trying to get Leighton James away again. The two Burnley men have had a good understanding, and James has had a great service from the little inside forward. Playing it out of defence nicely, but there was an interception by Smallman. Yorath to Griffiths. Smallman moving right. And in comes Pezzey straight away. Here's Mahoney. Smallman. Ettmayer, read by Thomas, but he couldn't control it. Ettmayer switching direction now through Sara, and Sara hits the long ball, and it's too long, too far, and Jara can't make it. Griffiths. Welzl keeps it in. No, he doesn't. Mahoney. Oh, good play by Mahoney. Nudge, put him off balance. He gets the free kick. "20 minutes of this second half gone, still 0-0. Phillips takes the free kick. Knocked off Flynn's foot, and dangerous kicking is given. Knocked away by Jara. Both sides appealing, and the referee has given it to Wales. As though we might see substitutes on from both sides. Meanwhile, the game is pretty warm itself in the middle. Yorath has taken the kick. Evans was under it. Prohaska out. And Sara was caught dwelling on the ball. Mahoney. Shirt smothered in mud. Flynn chasing as though he was as fresh as the moment he came on the field. Rain sweeping across this pitch. Vile conditions for football. Thomas, Flynn, James. This is promising. But Pezzey is across fast. Winklbauer for once lured forward, and it looked as though James had got past him, but Pezzey was covering. Header away by Winklbauer. Griffiths, pursued by Steiner. And there's another player in some trouble. That's Manfred Steiner, who's one of the hard men on this Austrian side. Flynn. Flynn's cross, that looks good. Yorath's little flick to Thomas. And here's Griffiths! Yes! Well, that was what they were looking for. Griffiths, 34 years of age, the Racecourse ground hero, assistant manager of the local club, does it again. The ball allowed to be flicked back by Yorath to Thomas, and when Thomas stabbed it through, there was always a chance for Griffiths, and he planted it past Koncilia with all the aplomb that you expect of a man with his experience. 1-0 to Wales, and they really are on their way now. They're going to have a substitution. Josef Stering is coming on, and Welzl has come off. Number 15, Josef Stering, a winger, getting his 14th cap. But now the Austrians need to score twice. And we've got 20 minutes to go. Griffiths. Thomas. Griffiths, who was recalled to the Welsh side by Mike Smith when he played in Vienna and scored a goal there, really showing himself to be the scourge of the Austrians. Mahoney. Mahoney to Griffiths. Still not clear. Very cool by Sara. Good header by Evans. But a foul given against him. That really does seem to be a fairly hard decision. Evans just backpedaling, trying to read that ball through the wind. But the referee spotted something. And a free kick from there with the wind behind. And a man who strikes it as hard as Ettmayer does really might be something dangerous. Hans Ettmayer saying that the wall is not 10 yards back. This is the man who plays for HSV Hamburg, Ettmayer. And he's not going to take it. It's been played for him. And now he drives it and it hits the wall. Smallman was in the way. And the second attempt was put wide. So the kick just rolled sideways for Ettmayer. It hit Smallman, came bouncing back out, and the second attempt gave Brian Lloyd no pangs at all. We are live again with Lloyd waiting to take the goal kick. Seems to have been a bit of a rearrangement in the Austrian side. They seem to be pushing Sara, the skipper, forward a bit. The number 2 shirt in the middle there. Yorath. Mahoney to Thomas. Griffiths with a quick throw. Mahoney chasing it. Strasser leaning on him. And now bringing him down. Well, there was nothing very cultural about the way John Mahoney was brought down there. Strasser first leaned on him and then sided him. That's Smallman in the middle there, with defenders clustering round him. Flynn. Still going. Good cross. Back header was by Pezzey. Mahoney is chasing, lobbing it back in. They were wondering about offside, but they were all on. Goalkeeper's come out, got to it. Brave work there. But that little overhead put Koncilia in trouble. Ettmayer. Thomas. James. Foul given on Krankl by Yorath. The 2 9s meeting on the touchline. Strasser takes the free kick. Yorath side foots it. Sara, who seems to have given himself a roving commission now, wins that well. But Ettmayer wasn't running. And Yorath brings down his man and is booked. And he's now deep in conversation with Jara. Whether Terry Yorath speaks German or whether Jara speaks Welsh, I'm not quite sure. But I don't think there was much doubt that they understood each other. Ettmayer. Mahoney and a corner. Lloyd organising the men in front of him. Flynn takes the near post. Griffiths on the far post. Thomas just in front as the corner comes over from Jara. Back in it goes, but over. No luck for Krankl. Lloyd's kick really hanging here, but Mahoney under it, Flynn helping it further forward. Less than a quarter of an hour to go now. Wales leading 1-0 and in the driving seat. Leighton James, run off the ball by Ettmayer. Thought better of it and just as well. Imagine that sign is universal too. James, Mahoney, and away he goes. What a storming game Mahoney has had. James. Let the man have a look at the ball, and Winklbauer took advantage. John Mahoney. Ettmayer, Prohaska. Great ball. Steiner on. Well, that was Sara playing it back. Winklbauer now has to get it going in the other direction. Gets a return pass, he could have done with that. Another throw for Wales. Jones. Yorath. Smallman penalised for backing into his man. Or at least the referee wagged a finger at him, didn't actually give the free kick. Evans. Mahoney to James. Strasser a little bit lucky, but took advantage of it well. Ettmayer. In goes Mahoney. Free kick given. Unceremonious and certainly a legal challenge. Sara. Steiner let it run. Stering, a substitute who's not had a great deal of the ball since he came on. Now Prohaska. Now Sara, chance for him to shoot. Got away by Evans. Yorath thought about Lloyd and then changed his mind. Thomas. James setting off on one of those powerful runs. And a good interception by Strasser. Mahoney, strong and tireless. And over goes Flynn as Pezzey tries to wrestle the ball away from him. The Austrians frustrated by what they clearly see as time wasting by Wales. Mr. Gonella saying, I'll do the timekeeping. You get on and play the football. Ettmayer. Smallman. David Smallman. Disappointing end for Smallman, who hasn't had many opportunities to take the ball facing the Austrian goal. He's mostly had to have it with his back to goal and Pezzey breathing down his neck. Prohaska tripped. Smallman gives him a look that says, I know just how you feel. Pezzey did well and comes on with it. Thomas to James. And past his man he goes. Sara it is, doubling back with help from Winklbauer. Sara again, Pezzey, Sara. It's as though he might have been wasted at full-back, Sara. He's done so well since he's come out of that back four. Flynn. Steiner, man who's covering at right back to let Sara come out. Griffiths, that's a great ball. Not quite accurate enough, but Mahoney, and on for James. Look at the speed. Round his man, but he's pushed the ball too far. It's a corner. Koncilia came out to smother it, and on the slippery top, his impetus took the ball over the line. Linesman was well placed, and Leighton James, if I am any judge, will not be in a hurry to get out there to take this corner. We've got 8 minutes to go. Wales, on one of the great nights in their history, leading Austria by 1-0. Evans didn't quite make it. Flynn taking on Prohaska, and Pezzey puts it out for a corner on the other side. And there'll be a slow walk for Leighton James. No, Flynn is willing to take it. 6 is Evans, 10 Smallman, 7 Griffiths. Flynn with the corner. Evans up well. Goalkeeper catches. Ian Evans, a long run back now. I suppose that in these conditions, with a 1-0 lead, you don't feel it, but you can guess how the Austrians feel. Soaked to the skin, and a long way from home, and a goal down. Ettmayer. That was a brave header. Jara was in chasing, but Lloyd has not really had a direct save to make all through the match. Yorath. Mahoney. Flynn. Steaming through. What a little player this is. And over he goes. James. Header by Mahoney, the goalkeeper can let it go. John Mahoney, really one of the stars for Wales, but nobody has let them down. Strasser. Good ball from Yorath. Smallman run out of it, but chasing hard. Although we've seen very little of David Smallman, he's one of those players who only needs half a sight of the ball to let fly, and is not a player that the Austrian defence can afford to neglect. The free kick for the foul on Smallman to be taken by James. Evans met it, Ettmayer got it away, but only as far as Mahoney. to Flynn. Boy who's always making himself available. Mahoney. Jones. Good cross. Keeper caught that well. Coming on the wind, in the rain. Koncilia limping a bit. Mahoney driving forward again and getting a clip across the back of the legs for his trouble. On for James. In goes Winklbauer and out goes the ball for a corner. Wales now not to be denied, and the Austrians becoming dispirited, just finding that the spirit of Wales is too much for them. Just listen to this crowd. Too high for Evans that time. Flynn waiting. Up to Daisy. Back heel for him. Well stopped by Pezzey. Sara. Dwelt on it, lost it to James, gets it back. Prohaska. Three minutes now to go. Phillips getting it back to Lloyd. A happy night for Brian Lloyd on his international debut. And the crowd now in happy mood. Well, they might be. Griffiths. Strasser. Sara. Krankl's header, Steiner chasing it, Thomas with him, and saving it from going for the corner. Rod Thomas of Derby, and now less than 2 minutes to go. Brave header away. Flynn. James. 2 against 4. Griffiths coming up in support. And James tackled and stopped by Winklbauer. But all the while the ball is in the Austrian half. That's all that Wales need now. A draw would have done them. 1-0 is a real bonus. Mahoney, just a bit too hard. Catching off and Griffiths on his heels. We're in the last minute. 60 seconds from glory for Wales. Yorath to Griffiths. On for James. Muscles in their legs must be aching with the effort they put in, ploughing across this wet pitch, which I may say has stood up very well in the conditions. But they'll not feel the aches tonight. 15 seconds to go. Wales 1, Austria 0. And a place beckoning in the quarter-final of the European Championship. And there is the final whistle. Wales have done it. What a tremendous performance. Mike Smith said that his team would not be satisfied with a draw, and that has been borne out. Arthur Griffiths, the scorer of the goal, but 11 heroes on that pitch. The final result at the Racecourse ground. Wales 1, Austria 0, and Mike Smith, the first man on the pitch to congratulate Griffiths. Honour for the Welsh, and who can deny that they've earned it? John Mahoney, who did so much for them, Yorath the skipper, little Brian Flynn, Rod Thomas, Ian Evans, happy on his first night in a Wales shirt. Can you hear me, John? I've also asked for Arthur. Arthur Griffiths. Yes. Alan is already on his way down. Yes, I will. Okay, thank you.
Cheers, Dave. Oh, shit. I left this all freaking done. Oh, just pull her apart. Oh, right, yes. One with the blue on it. Not that one. So, take it out of the way. That's it.
All right, I hope you can hear me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's some level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level. I've got a... Are they bringing a deaf aid for me? I've got an end if... you have. Pardon?
You ready?
Yes, when anybody else
okay.
is.
Yes. Right, we're rolling. Is that supposed to be?
I don't know. I mean, are they bringing me something, or are we going to do it? Yes, they've got. I've got an end. I've got an end. I've got an end.
Sorry?
I've got my own end.
Just can use this one.
We don't need it apparently. They want to
Do it
record
without.
as soon as they can.
Okay, will you count me then?
Sorry. Oh, okay.
Get it.
Count me then, will you? Count me. A great night for Wales, beating Austria by 1-0, and a really tremendous performance under the most difficult conditions imaginable. A fierce wind blowing straight down the ground and torrential rain on top of it. It was 0-0 at half-time, and Wales had had the advantage of the wind then. Against the wind, one really wondered whether they would be able to hold out, because the Austrians had looked neat, even though they'd lost their skipper Kriess with a broken leg. But in the second half, Wales found their energy and their spirit redoubled. They had mounted attack after attack, and when Yorath let the ball go to Thomas slipped it through the middle, and little Arthur Griffiths, 34 years old, slammed home the goal that took Wales into the quarter-final of the European Championship.
Jara, have we got Arthur Griffiths coming out as well?
I don't know whether Arthur is coming. We've asked for him, but I don't know whether he's...
We've asked for him, but he hasn't arrived yet.
I mean, we can go without him if you like. Do it without. We can then let Mike get away. Shall we do it without?
All right.
Yes, thank you, Leslie. All fine.
Don't have anybody else.
I think we're probably... I think they're trying to get Arvin, but I don't know how soon we won't get him. No, we won't get him. Won't get him. Don't worry, forget it.
Camera 4, fine, okay.
Leslie, when you go in, then will you tell them not to worry about Arvin? We'll manage with that.
Okay. Can you come slightly?
Yeah.
Okay, there.
Okay.
Right, it's shade more again. Sorry.
Right.
Sorry. Okay, a little closer again.
Right.
We got 2 shot and 3.
Yes.
Which is the camera which was on the previous platform there.
Right.
2 shot there.
Okay.
And a close-up of Mike will be on 4.
Okay.
Arthur's quite happy to do it once he's had a bath.
No, I think we'll not to worry. Forget it. We'll do this now because then we can let Mike get away.
We want 3 minutes from Mike.
Yes.
On his
and
own,
then a
2
quick.
minutes if we could have one, but we haven't got it.
No, we won't get Arvin. So what do they want?
No, we won't have Arvin. No.
No.
So if you can.
Yes.
There we are.
And do they want me to do a wrap up at the end of it?
Yes, please.
So, thank you and good night at the end.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, will do. And do that to there or to the low
complete
angle?
wrap-up. To camera 3, which is the...
Do the
platform
wrap up
cover,
to
yes,
there,
please.
all right.
Well, 4 will be really on the system.
We'll just be on the mic,
Yes.
okay.
Where are we
thank
looking?
you. That camera, oh, well, I mean sort of more, you know, between me and the camera, that'll do you. Right, ready when you are? Okay. Can I?
To the microphone.
Yes.
I feel with so much wind that we're having a bit
Okay.
of...
Okay.
Are you doing an intro before we start an interview?
Yeah, I'll just do a fraction to camera
Fraction to
and
camera.
bring Mike sort of
Fine,
in
okay.
virtually at once.
Okay,
Okay,
so-
ready when you are.
Is he working with him?
Well, no need to emphasise what a tremendous performance that was, and no need either, I'm sure, to say that the most popular Englishman in Wales tonight is Mike Smith. Mike, congratulations. Did that go according to plan?
Well, the lads played tremendously, particularly in the second half. This first half, we tended to hold on to the ball at the back. It was very difficult because the wind behind us kept floating the ball away. And as you saw in the second half, that Leighton James was far more dangerous with the ball sticking to his feet rather than running away, where they could get a toe in to knock it into touch.
Yes, you had a number of free kicks about sort of 10 and 15 yards outside the box in the first half, which were difficult to use, weren't they?
Well, yes, because the ball floated in the air and went away from people. In the second half, they were much easier, really, surprisingly, to play against the wind. Often happens that way, doesn't it?
There was some tremendously fierce tackling, particularly in the first half,
Yes,
by both sides.
yeah.
I mean, fair, but
Well,
very fierce.
a lot at stake, you see,
Yes.
and you can't afford either side to draw out of these things. And, you know, the referee was in control.
I thought, in fact,
controlled
he
the
did a
game.
very good job.
Very good, very good. If we had referees like that all the time, then, you know, you can play it hard, you can play it fair.
It did seem to me that a lot of your success stemmed from the ability of your ball winners in the middle of the field.
Oh, yes, but I mean, in the second half, we were also able to play it, and once you get it, you don't give it away. And this is really the essence of it. The passing was very good and immaculate at times, and considering the conditions.
I was a bit concerned that you went in 0-0 at half-time and then had to face the wind.
Were you? Well, what we had to do was to convince the lads that, in fact, they had it all to do then, and to calm down. They got over the tensions and the fear of losing, which is in fact an important one when they're so close to it. And we felt that if they just calmed down and pushed forward and supported and helped and so on, and we took the tension out of it. You know, we just really offhand about it and just relaxed them and let them come out and play. You see, Terry Yorath had a tremendous blow on the nose. The doctor's checking now whether it's broken in the first 5 minutes.
What about the new caps, Mike?
Oh, well, Brian Lloyd froze, so that it's very difficult to judge him,
Yes.
because they didn't really come into our half to do any shooting. Ian Evans was immaculate. You know, he was winning balls in the air, and he was composed on the ball, and filled in so well, I thought. I was pleased with his performance. Joey, well, what can you say?